What's up guys, Cheap Beast aka Noah back today bringing another video. This time we're doing the March sneaker releases. After going through the list, March seems like a pretty solid list. I mean, there's like a lot of really good sneakers on here. Some like sneaky good stuff, some stuff that I definitely want to pick up, and a lot of Yeezys for some reason. There's gonna be a decent amount of Yeezy restocks. So this month's pretty good so far. So let's just get right into the sneaker releases. So starting off the month on the 3rd, we have the Supreme Nike SB Dunk High by any means. I imagine it's gonna retail for like $140. There wasn't an exact retail yet. I imagine on Thursday when the Supreme drop is, you'll find out then. This is actually the latest collab between Supreme and Nike. They seem to always have like one per season. They've had a lot of dunks recently. This is on the Dunk High. There's gonna be 3 colorways of it: the Brazil, the black gray, and like a blue red. The Brazil was the only one that had colors, and for some reason I also couldn't find like an official image of it, but the other ones I could. Features text on there, one that says no by more like the toe area, and then by any means on the heel. I think it looks pretty cool. I'm not really into Dunk Highs, but if you're into Dunk Highs and Supreme, definitely want to check out. I feel like the best colorway, either the black gray or the Brazil. If you like wear more colors, then the Brazil is pretty cool. If you don't, then black gray is obviously pretty cool. So cool Supreme release to start off the month. So also on the 3rd, we have the Jound, which is what I'm guessing it's called. It's JJJ Jound. New Balance 990 V3 in like an olive colorway. It's going to retail for $250. This is actually going to be the New Balance release they released last month on Jound's website is what I'm going to call it. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but it's olive black and then white for the outsoles. It's the second collab with them. The first collab between the two was actually the debut of their collab on the same sneaker. I think it's in black. The black one, I think it was going for like $1,200, at least in my size. So I imagine this one's going to do pretty well. I haven't actually looked at the resale on this, but obviously retails for $250. Pretty expensive, but a 990 V3 I think is a pretty solid silhouette. New Balance always has really good collabs. They're usually pretty simple and not like crazy like Nikes are, but they usually do a really good job, and New Balance has always been killing it. So a decent one to pick up. And then on the 4th, we have a Jordan 1 Low Golf in the University Blue colorway. It's going to retail for $140. This is basically just a golf version of the same colorway in the University Blue. The difference on it is like a tread pattern on the bottom. There's going to be like spikes on it. Obviously for golf, when you're swinging, you want like spikes in the ground. Obviously they're not like metal spikes or anything like that, like actual golf shoes, but I think these are pretty cool. Definitely if you're into golf and you want something more like what you normally wear, these are pretty cool. Honestly, you probably could like wear down the soles a decent amount and just wear them like normal. I don't know if there's any like material difference on the golf ones versus the normal ones, but I think these are pretty cool. Definitely one I'm going to try to pick up. Maybe I'll play more golf then if I actually do pick these up, but I think it's a solid colorway. Definitely one I'd be wearing for golf. Next up on the 5th, we have actually 3 Yeezys coming out. There are 2 350s and a 700 V2. The 350s are retailing for $350, and the 700 V2 is retailing for $300. The 2 350 V2s are the MX Blue and the Onyx. These are the first releases actually for these ones. The MX Blue is kind of like, I think it was the MX Rock or something like that. I forget the exact name of it. Same colorway, just in blue. And the Onyx is very similar to a lot of other Yeezys that I've released. All black, pretty cool. Obviously I like the all black sneakers, but nothing too crazy for either of these. And then the 700 that is coming out is the Static. This is just a restock of it. There's been a Static release in the past. I forget the exact date of when it came out. $300 if you're into the 700s. It's pretty cool, and it's pretty simple, just all white. And the 350s are pretty cool too. I would prefer the Onyx more than MX Blue, but if you're looking for something a little different, the MX Blue is pretty cool too. Also on the 5th, we have the Jordan 6 University Blue. It's going to retail for $210. It's basically a UNC colorway. Obviously, it's just like the Jordan 1 Lows, but this one is on a Jordan 6. There was a shock drop, I think, last week. I actually managed to cop a pair of them. I don't know if they're lost or something. I haven't received them. Usually Nike is really fast about when they show up, but haven't shown up yet. I think if you like Jordan 6s and you like Carolina Blue colorway, definitely a great colorway to pick up. But if you're not into 6s, then it's just another good Jordan coming out this month. And then another Yeezy release, more restocks, and actually one not restock, I think. So there's 2 of the restocks are actually going to be the Ochre and the Pure. They're going to retail for $60. All of these are. And then the new one is going to be the Onyx. Again, it's the same colorway as the 350 that I mentioned, so it's like a black Yeezy slide. I feel like I may actually try to pick up a pure Yeezy slide. I just kind of want them. For $60 they're not bad. Like obviously for slides they're a little more expensive, but they seem super comfy. I did do a giveaway of them in like November, October, but I haven't actually had my own pair, so hopefully I'll be able to pick up one of these Yeezy slides since I haven't been able to pick up any Yeezy slides in the past. Then on the 10th, we have the Nike Dunk Low Green Paisley. It's going to retail for $100. So it's mostly just a plain white and green Nike Dunk Low with the swoosh and the heel tab, whatever. It's going to be in the green Paisley, so just like a bandana color green. I think it's pretty cool. It's a little different for a Dunk Low. Obviously nothing too crazy. I feel like a lot of people would just prefer just a straight up green and white Dunk Low, but they're at least doing something different. Obviously they release Dunk Lows every month, but this one's not terrible. So if you're looking for a green one with a little bit of an accent on it, I think this one's pretty cool. Then on the 11th, we have more Yeezy releases. This is going to be one 350 and two foam runners. The 350 that's coming out is going to be for $230. It's going to be in the pure oat colorway, so it's basically like an off-white or like a cream 350 V2. Have been like obviously all white ones. I think the picture doesn't do it like justice. It looks really white in the picture that's on the screen. According to like some of the articles and stuff and the other pictures, it looks a little more off-white and cream. I think it looks pretty decent. Obviously, if you're looking for a more neutral, like whiter colorway, it's pretty good. And the two foam runners that are coming out are actually new ones, I think. The first one is the Stone Sage and the other one is the Mist. They're actually very similar. They're like a brownish gray. The Stone Sage does have like a little pattern on it. It's very like not noticeable. You may not be able to notice in the picture, but it's like a slight like pattern or like how they molded it or whatever. So it's a little different. I mean, if you're looking for a foam runner, they're decent colorways and they're basically the same one. I would say the Stone Sage is probably cooler, so I would go for that one over the Mist. But I mean, if you're looking for a foam runner, they're only $90, so they're not terrible, but again, they're foam runners and they've been releasing a decent amount of them, so you can probably find a colorway you like. Also on the 11th is the Jordan 12 Playoff. It's going to retail for I think $190. This was also delayed from last month. I talked about it a little bit last month. It's just basically a black and white Jordan 12. I think it's pretty cool. Nothing special. I did feature it on my top 10 or top sneakers coming out this year list, whatever it was, but not terrible. It's just pretty basic. If you're into Jordan 12s, then it's a good one for you. Next up on the 12th is the Jordan 1 Rebellionaire. I think that's what it's called. This is the one I struggled to pronounce in that same video that I just talked about. It retails for $170. It's basically a shadow colorway with words written all over it. The words are actually referencing a 1985 commercial about banning Jordan model, like the Jordan 1 or like the Airship at the time, that the NBA did not allow it. So I think it's pretty cool. There's a lot of stuff in there. Obviously, if it would be probably a lot better if it was just a shadow, but there's also a red X on the heel too. So there are some cool things about it. Like the story behind it is really cool. I feel like people might rather have just a plain shadow, but I do like it. I think it's pretty unique, and I like that it's referencing like a 1985 commercial of Jordan speaking about the band Jordan 1. So I think it's pretty cool. I like it. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up, but definitely a cool one. Also on the 12th, we have one of the first like Yeezy 350 V2s to come out. It's in the black and white, so mostly black, and like the swoosh on it or the stripe on it is going to be in white. It's going to retail for $230. This is actually, I believe it may be the first restock. I'm not sure exactly. There may be one on Yeezy Day. But this is the first restock of the 2016 colorway, so it is one of the first original 350 V2s. I feel like there's a couple before it, but since it's been since 2016, there's been a ton of them. I know at one time this probably was going for the same amount of prices. I imagine this one sells out pretty easily because it is more of a like classic colorway at this point for 350 V2s. But if you're looking for like an older colorway of a V2 and you want to get a restock of it, definitely want to check out because obviously it hasn't released in a while. Then on the 18th, we have another Yeezy restock. This is on the 700 V3 in the Sapphire colorway. It's going to retail for $200. This is a restock of a 2020 colorway. I swear I just remember talking about this not that long ago, but I guess it's been a while. It's also going to release in full family sizing, so toddler, I think, or maybe just infant to adult. So it's basically just cream with some yellow stripes on it. I don't think it looks bad. I don't think the resale was anything crazy. It might have actually sat a little bit, but they are restocking it, so it probably did sell out, and there's a ton of other ones. So if you're looking for a 700 V3, not terrible. It's yellow, so if you like the yellow colorways, then it's not a bad one. And then on the 22nd, we have another Yeezy restock. It just feels like there's a ton of Yeezy restocks coming out this month, but this one's I feel like is probably going to be the most popular ones. It's the 700 Waverunner. Obviously, you guys know what Waverunner is. It's going to retail for $300. It's a restock of a 2018 colorway, but there's been a ton of restocks since. I know I got like a shock drop once, sold those, and haven't actually had a pair of Waverunners. Maybe if I feel like paying $300 for a pair, it's not bad. Obviously, resale is always a lot higher on these, but they always release them. So it's obviously a really good one to pick up, especially if you're looking for like a new pair of Waverunners and don't want to pay resale prices, then definitely try to pick them up on the 22nd. Then we finally don't have a Yeezy restock, but on the 25th, we have the Jordan 5 Jade Horizon. It's going to retail for $190. It's a Jordan 5 in like this Jade Horizon is what they're calling it. It's like a light jade. I know jade's like a color too, colorway, and then it's got like vintage accents on it to make it look a little older. So I think they're going for like a more faded look, and obviously like the yellowed like accents and like the heat or the sole and stuff are pretty cool. I like when they do like the yellowing of stuff because I think it makes it look a lot cooler. It gives it more character, and then obviously it's still brand new, so it's not like you're in like a really old sneaker and wearing it new. But this one's really cool. I think it's a decent colorway. Supposedly there's some pink accents on there too. From the picture I have, it doesn't look like that is too much. I did see another picture with a lot more like pink on it, but the one that I have on the screen, I think it looks pretty decent. I don't know if I'm going to pick it up because I don't really wear Jordan 5, but I do think it could be pretty cool. Hopefully the official images clear it up a little bit. And then the last confirmed date is the 26th. We have two sneakers. The first one is the Jordan 3 Canvas. It's going to retail for $210. It looks like it's made up of mostly of canvas upper instead of the leather, which I didn't really... I like the look of the sneaker, and then the more I saw it like in the canvas, I wasn't a big fan, but it's a super neutral colorway. I think it looks really clean. I just don't know if I like the canvas more than the leather. I have like canvas Jordan 1s, and they're not nearly as good as the leather Jordan 1s, so I imagine the same thing happens with the 3. I think the colorway is really cool. I just hope that it's not too bad with the canvas. It may not do crazy. I feel like it'll probably sell out, but the resale probably won't be too high in this one. And the last one was delayed from last month also, so I talked about it in last month's video. It's the Yeezy Knit Runner in the stone carbon. It's going to retail for $200. I still don't really like it. It looks like a sock or like a radioactive like boot or something. This one's a little different. The previous one was all yellow. This one has some like gray on the bottom and then still yellow. Not a big fan of the Knit Runner. To each their own, I guess. It looks all right for some people. Some people are definitely going to pick it up. I don't know if you could wear it a ton. I feel like if it's like rainy or wet at all, it wouldn't be the greatest. It's the last confirmed sneaker. Probably going to sell out. Resale probably will do all right too. And the last sneaker I'm going to talk about doesn't have a confirmed date yet. If I would imagine they're picking a date, it's going to be March 17th because it's the Nike SB Dunk Low St. Patrick's Day. Any other St. Patrick's Day I imagine would come out on the 17th, so on St. Patrick's Day. But this one's going to retail for $110. Obviously, it's the St. Patrick's Day theme, SB, with a gold swoosh and then like a 4-leaf clover on the back. I think it looks really cool. It's a green suede upper too, which is I feel like the only problem with it, but I think it's a pretty good looking sneaker, especially if they call it like a Celtic colorway. People would like really like it. Obviously St. Patrick's Day, it fits the theme. I don't know how much you would wear it after that, but if you're into green sneakers, especially one for St. Patrick's Day, I think it looks pretty good, but I don't know if you're wearing this year round. So that was everything coming out in March. Obviously, there's been a ton of delays throughout the past like 2 years. You guys should be used to this now. So there's a decent amount of good sneakers coming out. Hopefully, they add some more pretty good ones. But I think this is a pretty solid month. Obviously, I've said this last month, but the months are getting better. Hopefully, we keep getting better releases throughout the year. But let me know in the comments what is your favorite sneaker coming out this month and which one you guys are trying to pick up. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys later.